What is going on to you, Aquarius? So you have the High Priestess, the Chariot, the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Temperance, Two of Pentacles, the Emperor, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here for you, Aquarius, is some of you, Aquarius, may have someone that is very interested in getting your attention. You may be trying to entertain someone right now that's giving you a hard time. The person is very inconsistent about when and where they show you some form of attention. Yeah, that's lame. And the reason why I'm saying that in the first place is because this person, they're confusing you, right? One minute they're in, the next minute they're out. The reality of the situation is that that's the type of relationship you're in. You're already in the relationship. Because see, that's one thing that a lot of, that's another layer of it. You're already in the relationship. You're already in it. Whatever it is that you see most of the like, again, to people who play games, they're out of their mind. So I don't know how clearly I have to put that, but they're out of their mind. So the situation for you is that for you, them playing games with you, the relationship already started. That's the value of the relationship. You would try, even if you would try to do all of that and you finally got yourselves into a quote unquote relationship with these people, that's what the relationship would consist of. Them not being around and you having to call and chase after them and find out what's going on, because these people are broken in the first place. They're already spiritually bankrupt. They're soulfully bankrupt. So because of the fact that these are people who are bankrupt, the Seven of Swords represents, I know a lot of you Aquarius or Aquarii have been having a difficult time, but you need to get over that, okay? The reality of it is that anybody who's playing games, anybody who's playing games, and there's no exception to this, those people are dubs. So the Eight of Cups and the Temperance now represents, because this is them trying to abandon you. You think that you would be getting somewhere, they would essentially abandon you. This is them walking away while you're asleep. You'll be trying to figure out, why is it that you can't seem to keep these people down? It's because they're just giving you a little bit of what it is that you want. What it is that you think that you want. You think that you want to be in a relationship with them, but in actuality, you really wouldn't, because if you were to really get the full Monty, the full relationship, these people, they're out of their mind. So there's no telling what it is that they're capable of doing. So the Temperance, so the thing about it is that the Temperance now represents, so as a result, a lot of you Aquarius need to realize that, by realizing that these people, no matter what they say to you, do they like you? Yeah, but they're too broken. They're too dysfunctional. So you Aquarius or Aquarii can't be in a relationship with these people. They're out of their mind. So the Two of Pentacles now represents, but here you are jumping and dancing back and forth between the idea of whether you should go back or whether you shouldn't. And the Emperor shows up. The Emperor, it represents you. You're supposed to stand still at this time. Don't make any decision. You will make a better decision for yourself once you let time go by, because what's getting you to feel pressured right now is the fact that you may think that, what happens if someone else comes through and scoops this person up? Then this person is off your hands. You understand what I'm saying? So the Emperor is very much so, specifically in this deck, is very much so a person who is patient, right? Cancer crab, patience. But the Queen of Pentacles now represents, as a result of this, you Aquarius also have to understand to seek self-value. What is it about you where you still want this person to be a part of your life? You know, in that way. You know, and a lot of times people don't really understand the value of multiple relationships too. People really don't understand the value of these relationships. What part of it? What is the value or part of the value of it? The idea that you have loved multiple people over a single lifetime without having to necessarily be in one relationship. So either way it goes, you still win. If you're in a monogamous relationship, like you do, Seven of Pentacles, if you're in a monogamous relationship, great. You have that one person to top it all off that was able to match you in that specific, unique way that works for you and you work for them. If you haven't, then you've had the glory of loving and being in love and knowing love many times over. Now, of course, those people wasn't around for very long, but you still experienced it. So the thing about it is that the Eight of Pentacles now represents, it's just up to you, Aquarii, to understand that. So, like, which is another layer. I keep telling y'all, like, you know, these games that people play, ultimately, it backfires. I'm trying to explain to y'all, no matter how smart you think you are, if you play enough games enough times, you're going to get yourself caught up in your own games. And that's the gist of it, right? Sometimes the spider gets tangled in their own web, believe it or not. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles as far as monogamy. As far as monogamy is concerned, you have the Devil, the Tower, the Queen of Swords, the Three of Pentacles. If you're looking for monogamy from a dysfunctional person, forget about it. It's not going to happen. It's going to be a very self-destructive relationship, and it's going to be a sadomasochistic, codependent relationship where a lot of you Aquarius can't seem to stop hanging out with them, even though you're giving excuses for their dysfunction, and they're doing the same to you while they're trying to break your heart all the time. And that's going to be the song and the dance. The answer to that is the Tower, to let it dissolve, let the relationship be broken down. See, people don't seem to understand, so I need to really spell it out for you. Pain is good. Pain is good for you. Pain is good for the soul. Moderately, pain is good for you. Breaks the ego down. It gets the ego out of the control, out of the influence of being in your head, of being in you. So the thing is that the Queen of Swords and the Three of Pentacles now represent, so as a result of this, you realize this being a situation where you're in a real place where a lot of you Aquarius need to understand that if these people don't like you, if they don't want to rock with you, if things don't go well with you, you just simply move forward, speak to other people. See, the problem that a lot of the zodiac signs in general are having is the ability to cut the relationship where it's supposed to end and move forward. The moving forward is the hard part is what I'm really starting to understand for a lot of people. Because it's like, you don't want to let go of the investment that you think that you've made. But that's how it is sometimes. And you have to learn to let the ego go to allow a new relationship to actually happen. Because, otherwise it'll be difficult. So let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles now, which is moving on. Four of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Two of Cups. Right. Four of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. This is it. Right? Understanding that you can't control people's free will. People have a lot of power here on this planet. I may have some power. The one thing that no one will ever, no matter how much power they have, is control over another person fully. Control over people's free will. Allow yourself, Aquarius, to realize that those dysfunctional, destructive, sadomasochistic, codependent, dependent relationships are supposed to be done. They're a different part of your life. I used to be codependent myself up until 2015 when Saturn went into its retrograde, right, as a Virgo, into the mutable signs. And I had to learn to let go of so many of the things that I held near and dear, right? Basically clip off energy, right? Before I even knew what it was. And then I got into the clip off for about 4 years. And then the thing is that the Queen of Wands and the Two of Cups now represent. So as a result, this is about how a lot of you Aquarius need to understand that you need to learn to be yourselves and be your authentic selves. You need to get deeper in touch with that.